Hey everyone, in tonight's free video, I want to take a look at a couple stocks here and how it pertains to the big lawsuit that came out today from Apple in regards to infringement on HTC, which is the manufacturer of many cell phones, including the Google Phone or the Nexus One or a few of the other devices that have the Google operating system on there. So if we take a look at Google here, and we look at this on the weekly right now, you can see I talked about this a couple weeks ago, that we are in a interesting level here. We went from this high down to that low right here, and then we proceeded to consolidate. And you can see that consolidation has lasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you want to include this candle, you could say 5 to 6 weeks where we've essentially traded in a very, very tight range. A range that basically consists of about $25, okay, for the most part. So if we take a look at Google here, this 20-point range or so has been contained for well over a month at this point. And when you see this kind of consolidation, markets do two things. Again, one of the things that we should all know as traders is markets spend about 70% of the time in consolidation, okay? So for the most part, you can expect markets to be quiet, not too much erratic movement, and then a contraction leads to expansion. So in this situation, we're building energy here. And at some point, Google's either going to break out and go higher, or it's going to break down and go lower. Now, based on what I'm seeing now, my anticipation is that Google may go lower. However, that might not be the case. If it does go lower, though, okay, or even if it does retrace, these are the expectations I have. Number one, if it does go lower and takes out these lows and closes below these lows, then I'm looking for a move to about 490 minimum and then possibly in the 450-ish level. That's what I'm looking for if it breaks down. If it happens to break out of this channel, then I'm looking for a rally back up to that 5618 level. So the 50% level would be around, let's see right here, 474 and 487. So basically we're in this range here, and at some point this thing is going to break out. I'm looking for either a move back up here, or if we break down, a move here or here. So keep an eye on that. Now the way this is looking, it's not looking that good. You've got a lot of selling followed by consolidation. Generally when I see that, it's an indication of weakness. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now if we take a look at Apple today, we actually had a short. Let's go to the daily chart. And we had a short today on Apple that's set up right at the 210-ish level. And you can see right here I've got a couple fibs drawn. And basically what I did was I looked at the extension levels and some symmetry. So you can see this line represents right here. I just copied the value of this line and pasted it right there. And that it represents a one-to-one symmetrical move. Some of you may have heard of it as an ABCD. So not exactly what we're doing here. We have very specific patterns, but you can see that this initiated the short. We have our very, very specific stops, not based on guessing or anything like that, based on specific rules, and we have targets. So we played this with some options. Some of us played it with some stock. I'm looking at a minimum move to about 201 over the next couple of weeks, maybe even a week or so, for this thing to kind of roll over a few bucks. And then if we can continue and kind of take out the 200-ish level, then I'm looking for a move back down to the low 190s again. Okay, so keep an eye on that. I know there's this whole big fight over the cell phones. I don't necessarily care too much about that when it comes to trading. Okay, let the charts speak. Follow your plan, follow your rules, and be disciplined. All right, guys, hope that helps, and we'll see you guys at the next video update.